Hey guys, how's it going?
Welcome to the show!
Oh my gosh.
Guys, the Sons of Idia podcast. I am your intrepid host, Tom C.
I'm your courageous host, D Marx.
Did you say courageousist?
I did. No, I just said courageous. I didn't say courageousist.
Did you say courageousist?
No.
Well,
Why would anyone say that?
you're known for using some funny words sometimes. You're a wordsmith.
I'm not funny. Stop saying that.
Guys, do you agree? Because I do. This is a comedy video game show where we talk about things that aren't funny the whole time.
It's true. We're really good at talking about things that aren't funny.
It's true. And guys, we've been going through some games for the past few weeks, and I gotta be honest, I thought of another one.
Dude, well, first of all, I do want to point out that I feel like it was overwhelmingly positive response last week to Dinosaur Warriors.
Yeah, it was definitely Dinosaur Warriors.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Dude, I got a text from Baz, our good friend Baz, like the day that we put out the podcast, and he wanted to know where he could buy a copy of it, and it made me laugh.
I know. The thing is, I'm kind of an artist, a voice artist, a game artist.
Yeah, you're a lot of artists.
And I think no one was brave enough to write Queerer's Edge anywhere in their life.
I think that's probably pretty apt. Yeah.
With the NSA all over everyone, it just wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to.
I think that's really true.
When you're running for president, you don't want the NSA to bring that up and be like, "Did you write this at some point?" You know what I mean?
Do you know you used the word queer at some point in your life? Then you're done.
Then you're done.
Yeah.
How do I feel? I actually said it a bunch of times.
I did too, which is even worse.
It might be even worse because it was your idea. Hate to say it.
It's all bad.
Where nobody wins.
It's all bad.
No matter who wins, well, you win regardless because you had the most audience votes was for Dinosaur Warriors.
Yeah, definitely.
Did I vote for Dinosaur Warriors? No, I didn't. So I totally lose. I'm the most losing guy.
I don't think you can say that because you're a winner at heart.
Yeah, I would say I have a winning personality, and
yeah, very
in general,
much so.
I usually win, except I don't think I've ever won a single game we've done so far.
Well, this week could be your lucky week.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how we're going to grade this. I think it's if the other person agrees with the other person.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the best way to go about it, really.
Guys, this is a simple game. Okay?
This is a little different, but here's the deal, guys. I know last week I gave Tom C a little bit of guff for coming up with all the games. This is my favorite game he's come up with so far.
It's really, really good. Guys, we've gone into a little bit of backstory about us before. We're video gamers, right?
We are.
We're, Mountain Dew Doritos gamers, sponsored by Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But we also are kind of music.
That's a sponsor I would take.
Yeah, I would take that too if they gave us even one free taco.
Yeah, it'd be like, no, here would be my only compensation. I would just be like, oh, yes, Jim Taco Bell, president of Taco Bell. Yeah, sure, the Sons will support you. Bring back the volcano menu.
Dude, totally. I'd be like, yo, where's the beefy crunch burrito, by the way?
Yeah, dude, Sons volcano taco. That's what I want.
You bring that back, and also you do not raise that price, and we'll talk. I know you guys are going bankrupt with these beefy crunch burritos, but seriously, come on now.
I need my daily volcano vitamins, and I'm not getting them anymore.
Sometimes I need 1,600 calories for 99 cents, and I'm not getting that anywhere else right now. All right?
Like I feel like I could actually bring a lawsuit to Taco Bell because they're withholding me from these crucial volcano minerals that I'm not getting anywhere else.
They introduced your body to a new set of vitamins that it absolutely requires now that it introduced it.
Yeah.
And then took it away.
It didn't know it needed it before, but now it absolutely needs it, and now I can't get it.
Before, when you were there, you're thinking outside the box. Now you're back in the box trying to get out.
Yeah,
and they won't let you.
I'm clawing my nails bloody trying to get out of this box again.
And they keep releasing loaded grillers or quesaritos, and you're like, this isn't it.
They're greasing the walls of my box.
Yeah, and it's very sexy what you just said.
I was about to say that's what someone's mother said at some point.
Like, incredibly erotic.
Yeah.
This Taco Bell talk, guys. Anyway, we're both kind of music buffs too. We know a lot of music. D Marx has won 3 Emmys. Sorry,
true.
Which ones are the music ones? Oscars.
The Grammys.
The Grammys. And
Grammys.
I myself am...
It's the Gremlins. Sorry, I won 3 Gremlins.
Won 3 Gremlins, and I was briefly Elton John's pants. At least that's what he called me.
Well, you won an Antony.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that for best performance in a musical with Italian stars? Because there you go. Because I was in Grease, and then I was in Guys and Dolls, and then I was also in West Side Story.
No. You're thinking of the A-Tonys.
That's only things that take place in the 50s and are Italians, which are, of course, Grease,
Sorry, no,
Guys and Dolls,
sorry,
and West Side Story.
let me rephrase that. They're the A-Tonys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won a few of those, too.
Yeah.
Guys, we kind of know our stuff about music, is what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm a Broadway actor, and what, a Broadway singer? Is that what I am?
Yeah. Well, you taught and learned all of the things that Hugh Jackman could teach and learn from you.
It's true. I would say I'm a musicalician. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's fair. You like to lick music stands.
So we know our way around some music, all right?
Right.
But this is a video game show. We're not going to play music. We're not going to talk about music the whole time. So we got to integrate.
Unless we shoehorn it in there.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to integrate our 2 passions, which is, of course, music and, of course, video games. Not podcasting, not one of the passions.
No.
That's what we do. It's not a passion, though. We're passionate about it, but it's not one of our passions. You'll figure this out when we write our annual passions list for Passion Magazine.
Well, that'll be this year's end of the year one when we talk about our passions.
It'll be 4 seconds long.
Anyway, guys,
this is a very simple game. Okay?
But feel free to play it at home. I feel like this is a really good party game.
Really, really good. So one player will will name a video game character, right?
Right.
And the other, the rival, the nemesis, will then have to name a song in real life, a real life song that most properly describes that character, or most like encapsulates their personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Preferably, you would, maybe the audience doesn't know the character, so you'll explain a little bit about the character and why you made that choice or whatever. Here, basically, the format will be you'll say, "This is my character. This is the descriptions. So I'm picking this song." All right?
Well, the other person gives the character.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you should recite it as though it's a spelling bee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I guess the rival will say if that fits.
Yeah, it's really this is probably our most I would say code of honor system game. Like, it's really up to the other person to, like, kind of... You can't just think the other person. You have to give them the points if they get the points. You
know what? I think here's why I trust you. Because all those Emmys. I mean, Gremlins.
Gremlies.
Gramlos.
Yeah.
All those things. That means you have a leg to stand on. So I'm going to give you credit where credit's due.
Thanks.
But let's start it off, all right? We're not going to waste any more of your time.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to go first or should I go first?
Why don't you give me a name first, and I'll do my spiel. All right.
All right. The first character I'm going to say is probably Solid Snake.
Okay.
It's just first thing on my head. Do you need a second to think about it?
No, because this is just like yeah. I got this. Don't even worry about it. Okay.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah. I was given Solid Snake. For those of you who don't know, Solid Snake is the main protagonist of the Metal Gear Solid series. He's a tough, super secret agent guy. He's good at sneaking. He's like super lethal. He's always fighting Metal Gears. So I'm gonna go with something like a hard rock kind of song, like a tough guy song. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with I feel Hair of the Dog by Nazareth.
Oh, dude!
Can we get a clip of that?
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, that's the one.
I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
You know what? Wonderful choice. I was right there too.
Really? That's good.
Because, guys, real talk, we're not going to pick like their theme song from the game. Also, by the way,
no,
that'd be effed up. No one's going to do that.
That'd be way cheating.
Yeah, super cheating. All right, I'm giving you a point. I think that's right.
Okay, thanks. Okay, see, guys, it's just that easy. But
easy.
But it sounds easy, but like it's a really in-depth like character. Like profile, you know?
Yeah, we're natural writers, we're directors, so we have to know all about character personalities.
Psychologists.
Yeah, that's kind of our thing, is getting deep in these characters and knowing what really defines them.
Yeah. Okay, so it's my turn to give you a name.
I'm excited. I'm going to nail this one.
Okay, all right.
I feel good about it. I'm really proud of you, so I feel like I'm going to get it.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to go with Captain Olimar.
Captain Olimar. All right. Sorry, I'm really excited. All right, so Captain Olimar. He's from Pikmin. We all know that. Pikmin's 1, 2, and 3, right?
Right.
The thing about him is he's loyal.
Also, fun fact, they were both in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Solid Snake
true.
and Olimar.
Also, fun fact, Olimar is a palindrome for Mario. Bet you didn't know that. Anyway.
No, it's not.
Almost got away with it. So anyway.
No, you were super close. I was like, is it? It sounds right.
So anyway, he's very loyal. He's a spaceman, which I like that.
Yeah.
So he definitely has a sense of duty to his homeland, I would say. But you know what? He gets down there and he gets work done. He's not like a farmer, but he's down in the dirt. He's getting rough about it.
Yeah.
He's kind of I don't want to say he's a mean dude, but he's going out there and he's hunting and killing people.
He's doing what he has to, is what you're saying.
He's a guy who gets stuff done.
Yeah.
And so I feel like afterwards he probably parties it up. Probably has some rough mornings. So for Olimar, I'm going to say probably... this is going to be weird. I'm going to say Hair of the Dog by Nazareth.
Can I get a clip of that real
quick? Can we get
quick?
a couple... You feeling that?
You know what? I wasn't at first, but after hearing... Because I don't know the song. So after hearing a little bit of it, I actually really like that a lot.
Right? It kind of hits you by surprise.
I wasn't on board at first, but now I see where you're coming from. I'm gonna
kind of
give
that classic rock vibe,
I'm going to give you the point here. I'm going to give you the point.
Appreciate that. I know it wasn't what everyone would have chosen.
Yeah, I think you went with an uncommon choice, but I think you made a really good one.
I appreciate that. I'm trying to really prove myself because you just proved yourself.
Thank you.
All right, but it's your turn again.
Yeah, so you got to give me a name.
I'm gonna try and think of something really kind of obtuse.
Okay.
To make it hard,
Yeah.
How about the character Okami, like the actual dog? What's the dog's name?
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
Okay.
Amatsu, whatever.
Amaterasu. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
sorry if this is too hard, by the way.
For those of you who don't know, Okami is a game where you play as a wolf named Amaterasu, who's supposed to be like the...
I feel like there's a more Japanese way to say it, like a Materasu or something.
Amaterasu. Well, it's Japanese, so you pronounce every syllable.
Yeah,
you got to really get in there.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, Amaterasu is the Japanese sun goddess. She's the patron of the Japanese royal family. For those of you who don't know, and this game has a lot. This game has a lot to do with Japanese Shinto mythology specifically. You run into like some of Amaterasu's like siblings and like minor gods and a bunch of stuff. But the most interesting thing about it is that you're playing as this. She's actually a wolf in the game. Actually, these are also Oh no, she was in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yes, she was.
I was like, this is another person that's in Brawl.
She should have been in Brawl, though. Come on now.
Yeah.
That game was on Wii briefly.
But yeah, so
I'm really excited to see where we go with this one.
Yeah, so you're playing as this wolf, and she's in addition to like doing like the paint stuff, the cool paintbrush stuff. You can also smell things. Mm-hmm. You got a really cool design on all of your like fur and stuff. So I'm gonna go with.
What's he gonna pick, guys?
I'm gonna go with "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth.
Can we hear a little bit of that?
Hear that one? Yeah. Right?
Yeah. You know what? When you first said it, I was like, no way. But now that you're playing it, yeah. You know what? There isn't a better choice. There isn't really a better choice.
No, I don't think so either.
Guys, I implore you to try and think of a more encompassing song for Amaterasu or whatever than Hair of the Dog by Nazareth. Can we hear 5 more seconds of that?
Yeah, can we get another clip of that real quick?
Yeah, okay, great.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
But yeah.
I think you nailed it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You know what? I really was not expecting it, but you did it again.
Here, I got a real curveball for you.
Dude, I love that. I love that we're getting into this game, because it's the first time we're putting it out, and I think it's going to be a good one.
Dude, this is like one of those... I feel like this is like an auditory Rorschach test, you know?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
feel
you gotta say what you see.
Yeah, honestly, I think we're learning a lot about each other right now too.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I think that's important. So,
Okay.
I need another character then.
Yeah, here we go. Are you ready for this?
I'm excited.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the full cast. The full cast.
The full cast?
The full cast.
You're already breaking the rules since the first time.
Dude, I'm going with the full cast
Ugh.
of Battlefield Bad Company 2.
All right. This is a tough one because I've forgotten every single one of them. So I'm gonna try and make it quick. I'm gonna go with my gut here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna make a gut reaction right off the bat.
There's a really obvious choice here, I feel. But I don't want to influence your decision.
Listen, I know what you're thinking now. Now I know what you're thinking, but I'm gonna go with my gut. All right. When you first said it, what I first thought of was "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth.
Did I hear that real quick?
Give you like 5 seconds. Because that's just what I thought
Dude, that's what I was. That's the exact song I was thinking.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Was it?
Yeah.
"Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth was.
Yeah. What else would you think for Battlefield Bad Company? It doesn't even make any. Nothing else makes sense there.
See, I would have thought you were thinking about "Renegade" by Styx there. Can we hear 5 more seconds of "Hair of the Dog" real quick? All right, thank you. But that's what I would have thought you were thinking. But I just went with my gut.
No, I think you did a really good job on that one. That was and you didn't even remember most of the characters, but I'm still going to give you the point.
Thank you. I feel like we have time for one more round here.
Okay, that's fair. In that case, give it to me there,
This
stud.
is the super ultra sudden death round, I think.
Yeah.
So apologize if I start making it really rough. After you give me that effing curveball, I'm gonna really give it to you. All right.
Okay.
We're gonna go with. All right. How about Gitaru Man?
Okay.
From PS2 classic Gitaru Man.
Okay. So, Gitaru Man is a classic PS2 era rhythm game where basically you get a magical space guitar from your alien robot dog. And
I feel like I made this one too easy, by the way.
You feel like you have to rock your way to save your space girlfriend from space bullies. It's got a great soundtrack, but it's got those rip roaring tracks that you just love. Those rip roaring rock tracks.
Has a lot of reggae tracks too. So that maybe think of the
And a
full
lot of
picture.
J-pop. These are all songs.
It's got every genre you could ever
It's got
want.
pretty much every genre. It's
got
got
flamenco.
reggae, hip hop, J-pop, like flamenco, that kind of like Latin music.
I hope I didn't make this too
the
hard.
The only song that I can really think of that really exemplifies all of those styles is "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth.
Can we hear a couple seconds of that?
Yeah, can we hear a few bars? See, that's the one. That's what I'm talking about right there.
You know, at first, see once you mentioned his robot dog, which I forgot about. I feel like there was only one choice,
Yeah.
and I feel like you got it.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
that's another point to you. If I don't get this next point, I lose.
Yeah,
Forever.
it's neck and neck right now. This is for all the marbles.
So far, this game has been extremely emotionally satisfying for me.
I think so too. I think it's really satisfied many of my needs as prescribed by Maslow.
Yeah, dude, all that whole hierarchy is being met.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, I feel like we're both self-actualized.
All right. Here's the last one.
All
This
right.
one I feel like is going to be the toughest one so far.
You know what? I respect that because I feel like you've risen to all my tasks that I'm going to rise to this one.
I'm going with Andrew Ryan.
All right. Guys, Andrew Ryan, he's the guy from BioShock, which is a game where you're under the water, you're under the sea, you're a deep sea creature, and you're going through his town where he loves objectivism or some crap, but he loves golfing. In general, he's a go-getter, I would say. He's someone who gets things done. He's very individualistic. Let's see. He definitely cares about himself overall, I would say. Not really. He doesn't care about his son, who obviously he makes kill him, so that means he doesn't care about him for some
Yeah,
reason.
that's of course what that means.
Of course that's what that means. In general, he has been known to drink. I will say that. Mm-hmm. Because he drank and then he killed that chick, right? Is that what happened?
Something happened.
He killed your mom. But I want to say You know what? I want to say it, so I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
Because I went with my gut before, and I feel like it was the right choice. But the only thing I can think of for this guy is "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth. Can I? Just hold on before you decide. Let's hear 5 seconds of that.
Okay, yeah, just real quick.
Yeah.
That's.
It's right. It's right.
It's tough.
No, it's not. It's
you know what? No, you know what? You're right. You're right. I can't. I gotta do it. You're right.
Thank you. Because okay, hold on, real quick. Let's reverse it. Because what would you give him? If you were me in that position,
honestly, if you asked me of that,
name a
I would
song.
Probably go with "Hair of
that
the
song
Dog" by Nazareth.
Can we hear 5 seconds of that? Remember?
Yeah, can we just hear that real quick?
Okay, but if you're gonna pick a song that wasn't "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth, and I want you to actually say "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth here, but if you would pick a song that wasn't "Hair of the Dog" by Nazareth,
okay,
what would you pick?
Probably Nazareth's "Hair of the Dog."
How does that go? Can we hear about 5 seconds of that?
Yeah, can I get a few bars of that? Yeah, see, right, that's what I'm kind of feeling.
Yeah, it's yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm glad that we both see. I knew I was right. You know.
Yeah.
What a great
you're
game.
right. I was a little, but you've convinced me.
Thank you. What a great game that was.
I can't believe we tied.
Dude, we tie all the time. It's because we're both super geniuses.
Yeah, that is pretty true.
But we nailed it, guys. We're going to give you some actual video game content on the next thrilling half.
Woo!
See ya. Guys, welcome back.
Hello, everyone.
Guys, we did it. Another first half in the bank. Now can we nail it with the second half?
The answer is obviously yes.
The answer is obviously yes. So, guys, what's going
See
on?
you next week. Oh, right, we're still doing this.
Guys, video games, they're great, right? But what have we been playing lately is a question that I'm not going to answer because I'm only going to talk about one game I've been playing lately.
That's very fair.
That works for you. Are you okay with me going first?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, guys.
Ladies first, that's what I always say.
Whoa! So I think I mentioned recently that I bought the game Azura's Wrath. Asura's Wrath. I mentioned it on Shogun II, so I don't actually think I mentioned it on the show. The other week I bought it, and I bought Demon's Souls 1. So
right.
I want to briefly talk about Azura's Wrath, a game I've never played before, and I bought for $17. So when I bought it, I was like, yo, this game's going to be like Bayonetta, but with the guy who's mad. Which is not wrong, but it's wrong completely. Like, here's the deal. It's unbelievably good.
Okay.
Like, okay. It's not only almost definitely my game of the year already, but it's potentially already one of my favorite games of all time, and I haven't beaten it yet.
That is wow.
It's like unbelievable how good this is. Here's my problem.
How good can it really be?
Here's my problem, is that the actual gameplay isn't that good. Because the actual fighting is kind of like, it's really repetitive, and the combat system is like, not that good. Like, because here's the combat system is, you're just going to punch a guy until you fill a gauge, and once you fill the gauge, that's when you can use a super attack and, like, continue the thing. But I would describe it as an extremely cinematic experience, more than a game.
Okay.
Because, like, combat's just getting in the way of you experiencing the rest of the story, which is unbelievably rad in every single way. But, like, it still feels... It's fun to do, but you're like... Once you start playing it, you're going to want to keep seeing more of the story, is the thing. And, like, here's the deal. Everything that happens in the game is totally sweet and completely unbelievably awesome. Like, a lot of the stuff is cliche or whatever, Like, it's a lot of, like, anime cliches or some nonsense like that. But, like, like, from the very beginning, the visuals and, like, what the scale of everything, like, blows your dong off.
Well, don't keep me in suspense, friend. What's the game about?
Okay, so you are Azura, who is one of the 8 guardian generals, which, I don't know if that's a Hindu thing, but it's all Hindu, like, mythology, kind of.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. They're not like real Hindu things, I think. I don't know much about Hindu stuff.
Well, Azuras are a kind of Hindu spirit.
Right. From what I read on the Wikipedia, it's supposed to be like a mix of Asian and Indian Buddhism stuff. But like the very first scene is you're trying to purge these demons from Earth, and you're in space and you're falling towards Earth, and you're like blowing up all these like crazy insect things that are like rising from the Earth to kill you, which is awesome. But, like, you're shooting lasers, and it's like Dragon Ball Z, and it's rad. But then, like, as you get closer to the Earth, like, they're all getting, like, creeped out because this giant monster's coming out. They're like, oh, Vlitra's going to come, and he's going to ruin your life. And you're like, how scary could this thing be? And then the entire Earth cracks in half, and from it spews a giant mouth that's bigger than Earth itself. And you're like, oh, so we have a huge scale here of things that are totally sweet. Because it's all, like, things on the level of, like, godlike. Like, everything's, like,
Right.
God-style big. So it's awesome. Like, it's, like, this unbelievable thing where you're just like, what are you even talking about? And, like, it just keeps getting cooler. Like, everything is rad. Everything's rad. The whole point of the story is, like, you're Asura, right? And your daughter was taken by the other of the generals, and they betrayed you, and they became the 7 deities or whatever, who killed you, essentially. But you came back from the dead 12,000 years later to try and fight them. So you're seeing how, like, the world has changed over 12,000 years and how they've become, like, really godlike, but they have not managed to actually do anything with this demon problem because they're big jerks. But the whole thing is that they're supposed to be actually, like, trying to make... They've been essentially getting stronger to try and beat the demons through use of your daughter, who is the priestess of all this stuff, who can, like, make them all powerful and stuff.
Right.
So, like, I'm sorry if this is confusing, but I'm trying to do it train of thought here. Like, they kidnap your daughter because your daughter can get more power. So you get all this power. They're trying to get stronger so they can do it, but Asura just wants his daughter back. So he's, like, going and getting revenge on all these people who are essentially trying to do the right thing for all of Earth, but he's just mad and he's going to kill all of them, so it's awesome. So, like, both sides you kind of can see some value in, except the one side screwed you over, so they're going to get totally killed.
So they're the ones who are going to die now.
Yeah. So it's kind of almost like God of War mixed with Berserk, mixed with Dragon Ball Z. And you're like, this is all awesome. And, like, your main character is totally unbelievably sweet all the time and, like, feels like he can do anything as far as combat's concerned. Because at one point you're fighting and you grow 6 arms because you're a god or something.
Right.
And then
that's
you're fighting so hard that you eventually you keep punching, and then 4 of your arms break off, and then your other 2 arms break off, and then you start fighting with just your mouth and headbutting people, and it's unbelievable, and, like, it's so fast and cool, and everything's rad all the time. Like, here's the deal. I'm going to try and explain how sweet this is. Remember the first time in Final Fantasy X when you summoned Yojimbo?
Yeah.
That's the feeling you get from every single thing in this game. Like, it's all, like, kind of, like, otherworldly and epic and, like, mystical in a way where you're like, what is this? How is this a thing? But, like, everything's awesome. Because I was just fighting this one boss. His name is August, who is the coolest person in the game. He's essentially your old master. And here's what happens, is eventually he draws his sword for the first time in, like, a million years. And he stabs you. You're both on the moon, by the way. I didn't mention that. You're both on the moon. And he stabs you so hard that he stabs you in the stomach, then he extends the sword all the way to Earth, then he jumps down from the moon, pierces your stomach, and then it also pierces all the way through Earth. It's like everything is totally crazy, but, like, it, like, means something at the time. You're like, this would be stupid if I didn't actually care about this.
Is this a Suda 51 game?
No, it feels like No More Heroes mixed with Indian Buddhism.
Yeah, it really sounds... It's got that... It feels like it's got that over-the-top kind of, you know...
It definitely does, but it feels like it makes sense because of, like, the God-style thing. And it obviously is over the top, but, like, it feels right, and it feels good, and it has, like, a good feeling of feelness. Like, I can't even explain it. I'm probably going to do a review about it, but I'm so completely blown away and interested in doing more stuff of it. I could definitely understand why people wouldn't like it because
How far do you think you are? How long have you been playing it?
I'm playing for maybe 5 hours.
Okay.
There's definitely I think there's 3 like stories, and like I'm in the middle of the second one. But every chapter ends and you want to play more just because there's something exciting happening, and you just want to see what keeps happening with the story because they keep upping it every single time. By the way, you start off the thing seeing this sweet spaceship, which is just a Buddha head, and it's called the Karma Fortress. And it's awesome, and it has a giant laser in it.
That's pretty funny.
Like it's all crazy and it all makes no sense, but like it all makes sense at the same time. Like if you're willing to go along with it, it's just like unbelievably amazing to watch. There's a lot of like quick time events, and like the combat, like I said, it really wouldn't be for everyone because it's so repetitive, but also not really like anything.
Yeah,
like it almost feels like it's in
that it's getting a pass for apparently having such lackluster combat.
Dude, it feels like the combat's there because it had to be a game. Like it could have been an anime and they would have gotten away with it.
So it's kind of like a Metal Gear Solid game.
Yeah, it's really really like you just want the story, and it's not fun, but it's just not anything special.
Right.
And I could definitely tell if you were someone who was like, well, I want a game like Bayonetta where I'm like fighting stuff and it's awesome. You're just not gonna get it. You're not getting that because this is like, it's a really story heavy experience. Because like basically the fighting thing is just in between you and the next cutscene of you fighting and doing QuickTime events. Like it should be bad, but I'm just so enthralled with the world and the story because it's so awesome.
Well, there's something to be said for that, definitely.
Like it feels like it's really something better than I've seen in a long time as far as like stories and like setting and theming. Because really, like, guys, I don't know if you know this, but Berserk is the greatest anime and manga of all time. But like, there's so many things that remind me of Berserk in this. Just because your character feels like totally inconquerable and unbelievable at every time, but like he still is getting the crap beaten out of him. But you're still like, well, he can do anything. So you're like, I don't know. I want you to try it at some point. I'll probably let you borrow it next time you're around.
Cool.
And give it a try because I don't know how to explain why it's so awesome. But if you understand what I mean when, like, I say the feeling of first summoning Yojimbo and that kind of mystical, powerful feeling.
Yeah.
It's like that all the time.
It's like that all the time.
Guys, I really, really like it. For $17, go buy it right now. Like, for real, go buy it. Not you, because I'm going to let you borrow it. But audience, seriously go do it. Because it... like, clearly there was so much work into making this game really good, except for, like, the actual fighting. It's like they wanted to make an experience, and then we're like, oh yeah, fighting too. It's hard to explain.
So really it's a Metal Gear Solid game.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Because, like...
No, I'm right on board with you there, friend.
I hope you understand what I mean when you play it, but it's really, really, really awesome. It's, like, really awesome. And every character is awesome in the game. And everything is sweet.
Everything
and I like
is
it.
Sweet.
But I will tell you more as I beat it, but, like, I can't imagine there being something in the future that is, like, something...
What's it going to take to ruin this game for you? That's
my
question.
Thing, is, like, maybe if it stopped being everything it is right now... Because the game starts off, and it does this incredibly not fun... Like, when you're falling to Earth, it is this super not fun, like, just hold square and shoot lasers, and that's cool, but isn't that much fun? Which is kind of how the gameplay is in general. It's cool, but not that fun.
Right.
But, like, then, like, it kept going and, like, doing the story, and I was like, it's kind of worth it to go through these not that fun parts. It's weird that the gameplay is the part you're like, let's get past this just to get to the story, but that's what it's like.
I got stuff to do. Get out of here.
I'm like, I don't want to play this. I want to watch this. But it's still, I get why they did it, and, like, it still is neat to feel it, like, the way it wants you to feel it. I feel like it does the job it's supposed to do. I can't explain anything. Why do I ever try to talk?
Dude, it's hard.
It's really hard. Guys, just know it's really cool. It's, like, really cool. It's better than I could have ever hoped it would be. It's, like, way better than I could have ever expected. Because if it was just Bayonetta but with an angry god guy, I'd be like, whatever, this is alright. But it's, like, everything is so cool and over the top and amazing, and it's a spectacle to watch. It's like watching a fire show or a fireworks show where sometimes you have to go buy more fireworks.
Or in the middle of it, you just have to buy more fireworks.
Which is fair. I think it's fair to go buy fireworks if you want to watch a fireworks show.
Yeah. I mean, fireworks don't grow on trees. That'd be incredibly dangerous.
Well, only if there was a forest fire, which never happens.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, that's it. But guys,
that is all.
Anyway, what's up with you in video games?
Okay, so guys, for those of you who don't know, we just recently started our Shogun II Fall of the Samurai Let's Play online on the YouTube channel.
Multiplayer. Our first time ever.
Yeah, our first time ever. So that's going to be fun. But,
I'm really excited about that.
I was subsequently playing my own campaign of regular vanilla Shogun II Total War.
Which I feel is like cheating on me. I'm saying it right now.
Well, here's the deal. It's the point of the game where the game is cheating so much that I've stopped playing it because I just can't do it anymore.
Get the mod, dude. There's a mod that fixes that.
Yeah, and then we won't be able to play our game anymore because that was the exact problem we were having when we tried to do it.
Okay, just delete it when we're going to play and then re-put it back on.
Nah, it's too much work.
It's like 2 buttons.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. But here's the deal. So, I was fighting one battle where, I was fighting one battle against Takeda. And, guys, I'm the Otomo clan. So I'm fighting against these dudes.
Who are the best clan?
I'm fighting against these dudes. They're causing a whole bunch of trouble. And I'm defending this one castle. All right? And they outnumber me 2 to 3, something like that. It's 1,000 versus 1,500 dudes. But I'm in a castle defense thing, and I've got a lot of actual samurai as opposed to Ashigaru, which are total garbage. So I'm feeling pretty confident. We can probably do this. They've got some cavalry, which don't do great in castle offenses. So I'm feeling pretty confident. So I managed to unbelievably just grind down all of these enemy dudes. I make every unit either die or rout. Everyone. I even killed Takeda Shingen, who's a big deal in that game. And, I'm feeling really good, and everything's great. And then, I have, there's one unit left of bow warrior monks who have been sitting outside my castle the whole battle just shooting arrows in. And I have, 6 or so units left of, 20 dudes. Not a whole lot left, but,
Yeah.
I'm just I got this. Guys, don't even worry about it. You did a great job. The second they walked out of the castle, all of them routed for some reason. I was are you serious? Did you not just see what happened? Well, you couldn't just kill these last few, dudes? What?
Dude, maybe they used howling arrows.
I don't even know. And then there was another battle, and this was really the final straw. And I was doing another battle where I was fighting against some Christian rebels, and I had an army of Matchlock Ashigaru and Katana Samurai, which is a pretty nice force. And
those are good units.
We're fighting, and it's a forested area, so a lot of their units are hidden. But I'm pretty sure of where they are. So I'm okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to send the samurai in to find where all the hidden dudes are. Then we're going to pull them out, and the Matchlocks are just going to shoot them. It's going to be great, and everything's going to be fine. My samurai attack them, but they rout almost immediately, and then all of my other dudes rout immediately. And I'm just what? Why? What? I thought samurai were supposed to have good morale in this game. What the hell, man?
They are, but if they consider it an ambush if they saw a unit there, I guess. Which is stupid. Because, come on.
But, they knew the enemies were there. It wasn't even an ambush. It was just oh, here they are.
Well, there's no excuse for that.
Yeah, they just all ran away, and I just hate it when you have units of 200 dudes who haven't even been in the fight yet, and then they rout, and you're just why? You haven't even been shot yet. What's the problem?
Well, that is the joy of modding for that game, because there's a lot of people who have problems with how the morale system works in that game because everyone routs all the time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Here's what I'm going to tell you about Shogun II and modding, though. It is the world's easiest modding experience. Period.
I don't know. Mountain Blade's really easy.
I almost guarantee you is easier than Mountain Blade. Because here's what you do. Okay, you ready? You will download a file that are called pack files, .pack, right? You will download it, you will move it into your data folder, and that is the only thing you will do, and it is done.
That's pretty good.
And then guess what? When you want to remove it, you will literally remove it from the folder, and then you're done.
That is pretty good.
That's all it takes. I don't understand why everyone doesn't do it. It's so perfectly easy, and it's wonderful every time.
Yeah, that's...
Because when I had to fix my install so we could play online, I literally removed 2 files, and it was good. And now we have rock-solid multiplayer experiences.
It's true.
It's crazy. So yeah, don't be scared to do that. There's plenty of really good mods. And ones that exactly fix that kind of crap. But maybe your Tomo run is over because Jesus couldn't help you.
It was very aggravating. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but you know how it is. These Total War games, everyone has to have some weird thing going on.
Dude, no, it's funny because I was reading about like the Realm Divide thing, which I've hit, guys.
Realm Divide's awful.
Which is a really big deal. And like people were just like, yeah, I have no concept of why they would even think about putting this in this game because it's terrible and it like ruins an otherwise perfect game.
Yeah, I always have mods for that too, because there's the one I always use was that Realm Divide still exists but is incredibly better. Like what it does is because Realm Divide, guys, by the way, if you don't know what it is when you get to be too big, it makes everyone in the map hate you. Like essentially, it is a diplomatic reduction to every single clan by like 200, which is outrageous. But like. It's because supposedly it would be like the Shogun telling everyone that these guys are a huge threat and you need to do something about it. Which I think that's supposed to be the idea.
Well, it's the Emperor, not the Shogun.
Oh yeah, sorry, the Emperor saying that. But the mod I always had was it like does it by 100 and then it goes down by 10 every turn. So which makes sense because it's like originally everyone's like oh, but like if you were good friends with them, they wouldn't turn their back on you for 100.
Yeah.
But they would still be like, that's not great. But then they would kind of calm down after a bit, which makes sense. Instead of them always being mad for the rest of your life, which nobody would. Get over it.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It is puzzling sometimes, like, why they have so much, like... Because, guys, here's the secret about Total War games. They are notorious for terrible, terrible cheating.
It's true.
Like, it's just awful. You're just like, wow. Why,
but they have to. Dude, every game that's like a strategy game has to cheat because humans are smarter than robots.
I know, but like I just hate that that's a thing.
With the exclusion...
Because literally the difficulty is only how much is the game going to cheat.
That is true of everything except for Age of Empires 2 Forgotten Empires, which of course does also cheat, but in that game the enemy units are so micromanaged that it's almost impossible to hit them sometimes. So it's a combination of both. Because I implore you to go and try and play Forgotten Empires against a civ that uses a lot of horses or a lot of horse cav. Because you will never, ever hit them if you don't have like other horse cav or faster units somehow. I was playing it the other day and I was like, alright, let's just have some fun with the Teutons. And then it was just against the Magyars, and they just made a zillion horse archers who I could never get to. I was like, this isn't fun at all.
Wait a minute.
That was on normal. So that was great.
Well, that's very exciting. Guys, I think that's the end of this episode.
You know what else is exciting? Emailing us.
It's true. Guys, you still have some time to donate for the Suns Razor.
Guys, I've lost all hope for the Suns Razor. Everyone's given up on the old Suns.
Dude, don't say that.
Woe is me. My life is nothing. No, really though, we've beaten last year by $1.
Nailed it.
Which is amazing. And thank you to everyone who donated. Someone's going to be on the show, though our highest donator has politely declined, probably because he's shy.
Wow, that means there's a chance that someone could swoop in at the last minute.
So the highest donation after that was 30. So if you guys donate $30, you can still be on the show. $31, sorry.
Wow, that's affordable.
That's wow with prices like these.
Well, yeah.
Who can afford not to be on the show? I say. Anyway, guys.
Price of podcasts, what they are. That's
it's great.
Because that. What else is going to get that girl and/or guy that you like than by saying I was on a famous video games podcast?
Dude, I went to get a pizza the other day and I just got a Fallout shirt, and the girl's like, "I like your shirt," and I was like, "How do I parlay this into a date? How do I parlay me having Vault Boy on my shirt to us doing it right now in this pizza place? How does that happen?"
On top of the pizzas that I'm buying. How do we?
I was like, is this a game thing where I don't have enough game to turn you saying nice shirt into a full-on bone explosion? Because maybe that's on me. Maybe this is my fault. But I know that I want to, and also I like your husky voice. But if you tell a girl her voice is husky, it's over.
Dude, I think some chicks might be into that.
You can never say husky as a compliment to a lady. Even though that's the exact right word, is husky.
Dude, you can just say you have a very sexy voice and just leave it blank.
I know, but if you
That's
say
like the
sexy,
blank check. That's like the blank check.
If you get, if you say the word sexy too early, it's all over.
Dude, I think in our age range, most girls go for sexy.
Let's really quick. I want you to say nice shirt, okay? Here's money for my pizza.
Yo, nice shirt.
You have a sexy voice. It's
Damn.
too soon. It's too soon. It's too soon.
Dude, I bet some chicks go for that.
Maybe if I see pizza chick again. For now, the thing is, I'm gonna always wear that shirt every time I get pizza.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because that's what I have to do. And she's gonna be like, "I still like your shirt." And then I'll know. Then I'll know what she really means.
Dude, no, the real key is, here's what you do. If TV has taught me anything, it's when you think a girl likes you tell a really bad joke, and if she laughs, that means she's into you.
Dude, all I tell is bad jokes. So I'm in.
Yeah.
If I do that.
Nailed
Guys,
it.
rate us on iTunes.
And send us money for the thing.
Do that. Email us and then watch YouTube, which is still great. And we Twitch sometimes, but who cares? Guys, it's time to get to the thing that everyone actually cares about, which is not husky voice pizza chick. It's our world famous speed reviews.
Tom, this is a top 10 list of games made in South Korea. Oh, man.
Ew.
Let's just get this over with.
Terrific.
Number 10, War of Genesis.
This game is about the console war between Super Nintendo and Genesis. Who wins? Spoilers, real life. 0 out of 10. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six takedown missions in Korea.
Takeout missions in Korea is when Tom Clancy orders out for Korean food for the whole staff of whoever makes this game. And you have to decide how much you're going to tip and how many orders of dim sum you're going to get. Gets a 10 out of 10. Number 8, The King of Fighters, 2001-2002.
I guess I knew that that SNK was briefly in Korea, but I don't care enough, so 0 out of 10. Uzu Kyobuxion.
Ouzo is a terrible Greek liquor that people seem to like for some reason, but I think is bad. 1 out of 10. Number 6, Audition Portable.
If I wasn't a smart man, I would say this is a porn game. Seems like a porn game. I'm going to say it's a porn game. 10 out of 10.
The casting couch, the game.
Yeah. Maple Story DS.
Maple Story is the story of a young maple tree blossoming in the Canadian wilderness. Will you create enough sap so that they can get maple syrup? Who knows? Only you can decide in Maple Story. 7 out of 10. DJ Max Portable.
DJ Max Portable is my DJ name that I got from reading DS and also my hairdryer, so 10 out of 10. Ragnarok series.
Ragnarok is the Viking apocalypse where the giants all storm the great rainbow bridge of Bifrost, and Heimdall, the Watcher, blows the horn to summon the mightiest heroes, and the heroes of the dead shall rise up again to fight in the battles of the gods. And everyone's going to die, and it's going to be really bad, except when they finally win, and humanity will be saved, and
a long review.
It's the speed review of Ragnarok. 10 out of 10. Number 2, Pangea Fantasy Golf.
Pangea Fantasy Golf is about my fantasy where I play golf in Pangea, who is the name of a prostitute that I met briefly who worked at a pizza place and had a husky voice. 10 out of 10. Magna Carta, Tears of Blood.
I bet King John did weep tears of blood when he had to sign that Magna Carta. 10 out of 10. Guys, we did it.
We did it. Another terrific episode.
Guys, we're going to see you next week.
See you next week.